moving on to the actual news of the week. So the U.S. healthcare system is ranked the worst out of all developed nations. Yes, the absolute worst. Is this news? No, it's not. Bernie Sanders, my homie, has been preaching this since who knows when, right? So the U.S. ranks worst amongst 11 wealthy nations in terms of efficiency, equity, and outcomes, despite having the world's most expensive healthcare system. And I know what the first thing everyone and their mother's going to say when they hear this news. They're going to say, oh, cute, it's the most expensive because we are the largest. No, most expensive per capita. Understand that. So it's a ratio, right? Based on how many people, how much are we spending per person, per patient. And even with us spending the most on each patient, on each person, we are still ranked the worst when it comes to efficiency, equity, and outcomes. The Commonwealth Fund report compares the U.S. with 10 other nations: France, Australia, Germany, Canada, Sweden, New Zealand, Norway, the Netherlands, Switzerland, and the U.K. were all judged to be superior based on their various factors. These include quality of care, access to doctors, and equity throughout the country. Results of the study rely on the data from Organizations for Economic Cooperation and Development, the World Health Organization, and interviews from physicians and patients alike. And the number one reason, the biggest reason why America is ranked so low, is considered to be so bad compared to the other countries, is a striking take-home from the report was the need for equity throughout the nation. Disparities in access to services signal the need to expand insurance to cover the uninsured and to ensure that all Americans have an accessible medical home. It said a lack of universal health care was noted as the key difference between the U.S. and other industrial nations. Bernie Sanders, God damn it, Bernie Sanders. This is the answer. Universal health care. A single payer system, Medicare for all. We need to jump on the train. Every other industrial nation, developed nation is doing it, and they're doing it right. The reason we're last is because we're not. We believe capitalism is the answer to everything. We don't want the government to help us with anything, but understand this, right? Our Constitution begins with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Remember that. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life is first. Having a healthy life should be a right, not a privilege. Let us get to a place where everyone has healthcare, access to healthcare, right? If you choose not to go because you don't want to go, that is up to you. But it should never be a situation in which you are not allowed to go because you can't pay for it. That is when we get to the situation where we are ranked last in all industrial nations.